Hello students. Welcome to Chapter 10. In this chapter, we will learn about reference and command form in reading. 1. Introduction. As it has been discussed in Chapter 3, reference is very important to reader because it gives information about the direction of discussion in the text. Reference is also a method of replacing something that is repeated so that the sentence will be shorter and more efficient. This unit will, again, provide some exercises on reference through the reading material provided in the next session. In addition, it is also very common that reading provides command sentence. It is a sentence that usually has no subject, but the reader will infer what or who the subject is. The command sentence is usually found in manual reading, such as computer manual, cooking manual, machine manual, laboratory manual, etc. The following discussion will provide student with reading comprehension, contextual grammar, writing, and speaking skill. All issues will be discussed and correspond with reading text of section. 2. Objectives. After completing the discussion, the students are expected to be able to 1. Infer the meaning of the command sentence. 2. Reapply the key vocabularies into own student sentences. 3. Write down a paragraph that has command sentences. 4. Speak about student own experience concerning command sentence. 3. Reading comprehension. Please listen carefully to the following text. Cassava is an important food in some tropical countries, including Indonesia. It is also called tapioca or manihil. Cassava makes a lot of food, but it takes a lot of plant nutrient from the soil. The soil will soon be exhausted if we keep implanting cassava on it each year. There are several types of cassava. In terms of the size, some types of cassava are small and only grow to be 1.5 meters high, but others may reach a height of 3 meters. In terms of taste, there are also two kinds of cassava, bitter cassava and sweet cassava. The bitter cassava usually has dark green leaves, and many show some red color too. The sweet cassava has light green color, with no spot of other colors on it. Before planting cassava, the land must be cleared, and the soil tilled, to a depth of 25 centimeters. Soft weeds can be buried into the soil, but make sure to throw out alang-alang and tiki first. Do I spell alang-alang correctly? Yes? Oh, thank you. Your planting material consists of stem cuttings, about 25 centimeters long, cut from lower part of strong and healthy plants. Plant the cutting to a depth of about 10 centimeters, one cutting at each planting place. The distance between the cuttings is 1 by 1 meter. Soon, 2 to 4 shoots will grow from each cutting. When the shoots are about 15 centimeters high, cut out the shoots so that there are only 2 for each cutting. Make sure to keep your land free from weeds, especially when the cassava plants are still small. While weeding, work the soil towards the plants so that each plant will have a low mound around it. This will facilitate the growth of tubers. Cassava grows much better if it is fertilized. Mix together 1 part of urea, 1 part of triple superphosphate, and 1 part of potassium sulfate. Put 1 handful of this mixture around it, and another handful of fertilizer about 2 months later. Task 1. Vocabulary development. From the reading passage above, please find the meaning of some key vocabularies, and then make your own sentence using those vocabularies. 1. Cassava. 2. Shoots. 3. Weeds. 4. Mound. 5. Fertilizer. 6. Tuber. 7. Bitter. 8. Stem. 9. Nutrient. 10. Soil. Please do the task. You can pause your video while completing the task. Task 2. Comprehension question. From the above passage, please answer the following questions. Discuss with your peers. 1. What are other names of cassava? 2. Is cassava only grown in Indonesia? 3. What will happen if cassava is not fertilized? 4. What is the best title of the above reading? Please do the task. You can pause your video while completing the task. The sentence, taken from the text, is called a command. Commands are expressed by the imperative statement, where the subject, you, is rarely used. Examples. 1. Click on the Browse button in the Create Shortcut dialog box. 2. Drag your mouse to italic icon and click on it. 3. Bring your own diskettes. Subject, command. You. Put 1 handful of this mixture around each planting place at planting time. You. Mix together 1 part of urea, 1 part of triple superphosphate, and 1 part of potassium sulfate into the bowl. You. Cut out the shoots. The formula is as follows. Verbs first, plus object, plus additional information, if needed. Note. For negative commands, we put do not, don't, before the verb. For example, don't bring the bad diskettes. For nonverbal predicates, we use be. For example, be quiet. Don't be lazy. 4. Interactive discussion. Discuss with your peers about issue of using cassava for biofuel or biodiesel to replace conventional fossil fuel. The highlight discussion shall consider the following issues. A. Start with recent global issue of soaring of fuel prices. B. Cassava is source of biofuel with ethanol production. C. Opportunity for Lampung to play a role in biofuel production. Please do the interactive discussion. You can pause your video while doing the discussion. Well done, students. You have finished Chapter 10. See you again. Bye.